So welcome back to the series. Today is episode 11, I think. Okay, so we this is a big episode, big boy episode. It's so big that I don't even know what to do for this episode. So I'm just making it up as I go. Okay, let me just do the exploration. Okay, so three, two, one, go. And there we go. So as you can see, the exploration, yeah, more of the world explored. Yay, yay. Okay, sea exploration. We only have one today, but this is a very important one for the series. So as you know, this alliance, the Square Alliance, formed, and well, it's against the Purple Team. Now, the problem with this is that well, these two, India and the Teal Team, basically you vote Ethiopia. So we're just gonna call this Ethiopia. Ethiopia are disconnected from like the red team, Persia, purple team, like Russia, countries like that. Because this guy won't let exports and imports get in. And well, they can't go over here because these guys are in the way, and they're working with these guys, so they also can't go through that. So what are they gonna do? Well, first of all, Morocco is gonna be the main staging point. This is basically what happened in real life, just like that. We know what's about to happen. But Morocco sends a team out to this island, and then they head around. Oh shoot! And they head south, and they begin the round around Africa. Now the point of this mission is to see the Cape right here, this little jutting point, but they kind of miss that. And they're like, okay, wait, where are we? So they're going back, and eventually, once they get over here, they see it, so they decide to head back, and they get back to Morocco safely. So they decide to send another ship out, and they said that there's a water current going this way once you get down there, so they're gonna try to figure out that. So they decided to actually go to their colony that just got made in Brazil. And they set up the colony there. Also, the green team still exists barely. Yeah. So they begin to head down south, and once they start catching this current, they turn over here, and they begin to go around. Now this is supposed to just go to the Ethiopia, but they figure out they just have enough stuff, so they launch over here and they make it to India. And then India, they tried this. Oh, in India they try to send one back, but they actually hit Madagascar. Not like the movie, you freaking idiot. So they eventually land there, and once they're done, they kind of head off over here, and kind of just do the same route, except for over here, they kind of just like jet out and then, head up to Morocco. So, as you can see, they figured out a way around Africa. Good for them. Okay, so now let's get to the expansion, which I'm not going to do much. I'm only going to do notable expansions right now. So, yeah. Our most notable one is going to be Russia. Now, Russia, Russia's like that guy, you know what I mean? And they set up this border that looks something like this. That's like double the size they just had. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so yeah, they just doubled in size, basically. People are scared, but no one cares. Also, they didn't explore up in the mountain range. I forgot to do that. That'll be next episode, don't worry. The gold team we haven't talked about in a while, they're gonna do some expansion. And they're gonna expand up over here, not towards these guys much. They don't want to what? What? Okay, we're gonna act like that never happened. And yeah, it looks something like that. And then these guys also expand towards them. And that looks something like this. I just colored the wrong side. I'm stupid. Like that. There we go. Okay, next one is gonna be this dark brown team down here. They basically get Japan. Okay, that's not working. Okay, we're just gonna act like they colonized Japan right there. And Korea, they're kind of going in for North China, which kind of sucks because South China is what's really popping off right now. But there's a reason they didn't go down here. That's because we're gonna have a couple new countries being formed down here. This first one is this teal one right here. Before this thing explodes, this guys are basically just the official South China. They come in here and kind of like claim pieces of land before it gets all taken up. So they get a claim that looks something like this. We have a country that looks something like just this. Like, yeah. And you can tell just based off these that, yeah, this is a horrendous border gore we're about to make. Looks something like this. And we'll have a country in the middle of this that's like pink. Looks something like this. So yeah, as you can see, bunch of border gore right here. Yeah, that won't cause any conflicts down here. Nope, not any at all. Nope. South China, yeah, they're gonna go after the Vietnam forces, jungles. I mean, that's pretty obvious. They should go after that. I mean, the pink team does get all this in return, basically, so. Now, the pink team, they're starting to get filled with a lot of rich people. And you know what rich people do with the government? They basically just own the government. That's kind of what they do. They're basically like the elite class. They're above upper class. That's how rich they are. I mean, they probably have like trillions of dollars worth in today's money. Also, pink team, they are gonna get a little colony down here, which they don't tell anyone else for a little bit. The teal, Ethiopia over here, they're gonna claim Ethiopia. Yeah, crazy. And it looks something like this. So there we go. They're looking thick. Next, we're gonna have this team over here. Also, why is that there? Boom. Why is that there? Boom. Holy. Yeah, they're gonna expand to Africa, which is basically just these two land chunks right here. So that. Over here, Morocco. Yeah, they're basically just gonna do what Algeria, just expand south up here, and that's really it. And we're also gonna have this colony over here expand like a lot. They're gonna get the south part right here. Oh, well, let me just boom. They're gonna get this chunk right here. There we go. And then we're gonna have the state of California officially being stated into the country. Ooh, Texas over here. They can't really expand much because, you know, they kind of just expanded straight into the green team. So they kind of just have to, like, do, like, these little expansions out. They can't do too much without exploding. Yo, if I get text one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so we're gonna have, we had the Hoosiers go into Wisconsin and Michigan. Something like, oh yeah, that's more realistic. We're also gonna have Morocco come over here into Brazil. Looking something like this. Meanwhile, we're gonna have Portugal setting up their colony over here. Something like that. We also have the Scandinavian country taking Greenland, which that's basically all they found. So yeah. Dude, whoever keeps texting me, I'm gonna lose it. If I get text one more time. Imagine I'm like on call or something. And I just didn't even know it. They're just listening to me. No, they're just spamming me with the word answer. I'm not freaking calling right now. Okay. See, that's the expansion. Now let's get into a war. And that's gonna be with the purple team. I know. Crazy. Purple team starting wars. I know. So the purple team, they have a little bit of unfinished business. They always do. Especially with these guys, which is exactly who they have unfinished business with. So yeah, they invade in, and they're kind of just cooking these guys, you know? Now, see, this wouldn't go like a big war if whenever they reached the capital, they didn't just started committing war crimes. I'm talking torturing citizens in public. It's like really bad. And eventually, once, the square team figures this out, they're like, okay, we gotta get these guys out of here now. So what do? Well, they tell teal team, hey, I need you to send your troops into the yellow team, and if you do and help them, we will give you some land. And they're like, okay. So the yellow team, teal team troops arrive, and they're also doing really good over here. This is what they were promised, this land over here. Eventually they kick them out over here. And eventually we see some other countries join. Like this North African team begins to run in, and it's very surprising. And they take them. Now they go up to the square team like, hey, we need help. And they're like, yeah, we're not helping you. This is your war. You gotta fight it. We were only prepared to attack against the circle team or the dark purple team. Basically the reform team. And yeah, the purple team's just screwed over. Especially when the dictator country joins in on this war. And they basically just absolutely cook the purple team. They eventually get across this river, take a major city, and they begin to just play defense on all the areas they just took. Even this dark purple team over here joins in the war and takes a major city. And it's looking pretty crazy. And that's when the cyan team decides to jump on them, because they remember that the teal team, not only them, but the purple team led to their downfall. So what are they going to do? Well, not only are they about to invade the purple team, but they also cross and start to land in this other team over here. And yeah, this thing falls quickly. Now, they don't... Okay, so they allow the yellow team and... what's it called? Dark purple team out here. They kind of run in and take a bit of the land, not much. Just like a little bit. Especially the yellow team, because they need it. Something like that. And of course, that does distract them from the purple team, which ends up making them get invaded. Which also means the dark purple team... Oh, what? My mouse just died. Are we kidding? Why would it die in the middle? Hold on. Okay, we're gonna wait here and just sit in silence. You know what I mean? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, you know what? The mouse should be good for the rest of the video. Okay, so this causes these guys to get invaded, which in turn caused the capital of the dark purple team to be surrounded. Which means that this line gets pushed back. Eventually the dark purple team, they do kick them out. And these guys also begin to kick these guys out. Eventually at this point, the purple team realizes, okay, we are screwed. And that's when these guys, the light Cyprus team over here, begins to absolutely just run in and just ravage this area. We see the purple team just get absolutely demolished in this area. They never expected the Cyprus team because these used to be their allies until what happened a couple episodes ago. And well, now yeah, they're getting just absolutely destroyed. And at this point, the downfall is happening. So you know what other countries are going to do? Well, they're going to join in. Morocco just kind of runs in, just does that. This when the purple team pulls out of Italy. And I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking fully pull out. They care more about the motherland than Italy. But this was their biggest downfall because troops began to land in here. This was like the final step to stop them, but they just gave it up. And yeah, at this point, they're getting absolutely cooked. They surround a couple of troops, and eventually we see the red team begin to run into probably just the claim land. You know what I'm saying? Can't really blame them. They do get up here and they leave a little bit of space because they know the dark green team probably wants some land, so they're gonna keep that for them. And the red team gets this little piece. And yeah, the purple team, they basically just surrender right here because there's really nothing to do. Before that, that basically set in stone what's about to happen was this right here, this landing. And yeah, that basically ended the war. So yeah, let's just see this peace treaty. So in this peace treaty, yeah, the purple team got absolutely folded. I mean, first of all, okay, so the teal team gone. We have a new country, the blue Turkey team, which will probably at some point join Cyprus. They're basically like the same country. It's kind of like a puppet state right now. Also, the red team is cooking. I mean, they got this part up here, so they got more. They got Black Sea axis once again. They also have a bit of this island down here. And they also have this island, which, you know, you can't really see, but, you know, maybe we can just, boom. Okay, so now they own that. But yeah, I think we're going to end the episode there. Not much, as you can tell, but crazy war. Also, the science team got this. Yay. Happy hooray. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And wait, I just got word on something.